Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Oh, there's the stiff arm. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I know the toss play began with the guy taking the snap. He turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And here comes a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. They'll try the right side on the toss. Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He makes the grab. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. The big fullback's got him here. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle it, but the game moves the ball to the 36.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Handoff to the single back. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing.
And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. The 40, inside the 30, crosses the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is, but it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Owls offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down and 10. Here's a carry for the fullback. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. The Owls looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
And that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There was nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Temple. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Michigan offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
He's moving out of the pocket now. It's caught downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
He'll hand it off. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. The shotgun handoff here. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Toss play to the outside. That's a strong stiff arm. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He'll stop him just short the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The Wolverines will look to convert here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
There's nothing better than that. 4th down and 1. Hand it off to your back. He's able to get behind that offensive line and pick up the first down for a new set of downs.
And the Wolverines line up with a 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wolverines! So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The Temple offense back on the field now. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Fighting him off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. The Owls will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. The Owls come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Pass caught, 2nd down now.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
The Owls looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance. Down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary, looking to scramble. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Here's the throw deep downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game,
muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Temple offense out there. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. On the run, he'll let it go. He pulls in the catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Owls hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And looking to throw now on first down. The pocket breaking down. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. Offense in hurry-up mode. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Caught quickly. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick grab.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
And looking for a big play here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense really clicking here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Wolverines looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And the quarterback will just clock the football.
Brings up second down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got it near the end zone. They'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a first down. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And he drops back in the gun. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
With the PAT, it's a 3-touchdown lead, 35-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Final 9 seconds of the half as they line up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's got a lot of time. Now sends this one deep to the right. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And he just steps out of bounds. A takeaway to wrap up this first half. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He lets it go. He's got it for a big gain. They finally go down, but it's a first down and much more. Great game on the play. And the Owls looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it costs them.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Under pressure, just lets it go. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards. Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Temple. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And the point after is right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop?
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. That time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the catch, and he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Empty set now, 5 wide. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. It's a quick grab. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second down play coming up. They'll run it here. Stiff arms the man. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the first down.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
The Wolverines churn out another first down. Handoff to the back. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
But the defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Wideouts now clustered. They're going to run it here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Third down after that running play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Lawrence.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
The Wolverines with 1st and 10 here. There's the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Tight end makes the grab. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Now here's the toss play. Fights off a defender.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And now the handoff. Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a first down. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Same tailback, another carry. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And they heave it deep downfield. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? And he's got some open field ahead. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Movement here from the tight end. Second down, looking to throw it. Snags the quick throw. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Escapes the pocket. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a 4th down play. And the Wolverines will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he finds his target. He has the first. He moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Now they're running on the toss. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs, and especially corners, that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
691, Gators score.
And here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Bringing pressure. That falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. The Owls will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe.
Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. No huddle here for the offense.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it.
And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Ready up.
Here's the second down play.
Here we go.
Toss play to the outside. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's running out of time here. And moves the ball with a 35 and another first down. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Handed off for a draw. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the 4th quarter to see this guy get the football, just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. He goes down, but snags the ball and gives this defense a takeaway.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the 4th quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he's got his man open downfield. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. And the comeback is on. Offense showing some heart, but is that just a consolation score? Is it too little too late, or can they come up with a miracle here?
Well, it's going to be a miracle to be able to recover this onside kick. If they're somehow able to recover that kick, at least they'll give their quarterback and their offense a chance to go down and score.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he makes the two-point conversion. The lead cut down to 6. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next.